Oh, Green Day, what are you doing to me? Hi, welcome everyone to this installment of My Thoughts. That's me, I'm GreysonTodd. This is Todd's Thoughts. Green Day's father of all. Todd's Thoughts, Todd's Thoughts, Todd's Thoughts. It's been a long time since I had paid attention to Green Day. My preferences lie with their older albums. Green Day has always had a tight, firm grasp on the kind of music they're making. Punk with a pop edge to it, so you have catchy choruses, very clever satirical lyrics, hard-hitting drums, hard-hitting instrumentals. Ultimately, you just want to sing along to them. Now, American Idiot was a explosion of an album, given that I was 11 at the time, and well, quite frankly, it may have possibly changed my life. But then when 21st Century Breakdown came, I didn't really care. Wasn't at a place in my childhood where I wanted to hear more Green Day. Looking at the state of Uno, Dos, and Tres, that's probably a good decision on my part. My curiosity was piqued when it came to their first single, Father of All, the Motherfuckers. And it sounded like not Green Day. What is this new direction? What are they doing? Is this what they have been doing for the past couple albums? Where's fucking Green Day on this album? Am I right, guys? Stand back, take a pause, and really have a conversation with myself. What is it that makes a Green Day album? What is a Green Day album? You look through their 13 LPs, and I think Green Day is a band of great innovation. They're not afraid to try things and have different influences. Look at Hitchin' a Ride, look at Minority, look at Warning. Good at adapting different styles, but still making them feel like Green Day. It also helps that they have had the same producer for most of those albums. Not lately though, so what is the Green Day album? The drums, the bass has to hit hard. Those are at the forefront, the instrumentals. And on the lyrics front, they have to be self-referential, satirical, they have to be tongue-in-cheek, very playful. They're also saying something greater about the song itself. Look at Redundant. Redundant, as a song, is commenting on the redundancy of songs, and everything's a play in the song, and it's like it's taking this very basic love song formula and putting a little twist on it. That's Green Day at its best. Father of All is lacking on those elements. Their first single, Father of All, the Motherfuckers, the title track, well, it's not good. Billy Joel has some weird processing. Either there's a vocal doubler on him or there's another vocalist singing with him, and you get this high-pitched, very distorted sounding vocal treatment through it that just doesn't sit right because it doesn't sound like his voice. Well, as he puts it.
And I was like, how do I sing like this? Or like, what do I do? I want to do something different. And I was like, I'll try to sing like Prince. I mean, what the hell? Yeah.
Might as well try.
Yeah, he's dead, so why not me?
There's the pull quote.
Yeah, great t-shirt right there.
But that's the first thing.
And this whole album, Billy Joel talks about bringing in soul elements and Motown elements.
It's almost like doing like a history of rock and roll sort of feel to the new record.
I always thought they were more influenced by the straight edge and hardcore scenes of the mid-'80s. I always thought Green Day was the type of band that reject rock stardom. They rejected this idea of plain, bland, dumb arena rock, and this album is dumb arena rock. They made an entire arena rock album. Their next tour is a hella mega tour with Fall Out Boy and Weezer, two also stadium rock bands touring every big baseball stadium in America. And these songs feel very much tailor-made for the stadium. They also signed a contract deal with the NHL to play during NHL games. So I guess Green Day just wants to be that like roadshow rock band that shows up at every sporting events, every big festival meetup. And the lyrical contents of these songs are not anything that I would say speaks to me. Come on, honey. Count your money. What's so funny? There's a riot living inside of us. I thought Green Day was about this very simplistic rhyming scheme. Honey, money, funny, like rock and roll baby crawling on the floor, running from the law, they're trying to get us. The rock scene today, I would say, is very clean and about positivity, and Billy Joel has directly said that rock isn't supposed to make you feel good, it's supposed to be dirty and make you uncomfortable.
The problem with rock music is that people are trying to write the feel-good song of the year or something, and rock music's supposed to make you feel bad.
Sure, I understand trying to make people feel uneasy or trying to give them a different emotion than just reinforce positivity, but this is done in such a basic way that I don't know if he's really saying anything. It just feels like insert lyrics into this slot. It just reads as false, like trying to recapture this fuzzy lo-fi rock aesthetic from the 60s, I guess, and before that. And it's cheesy in that sense, like a Tarantino movie where he does a homage to an older 1960s, 70s type film. Get a giggle because it's like cheesy, but it's on purpose. Or are they being sincere with this album and really trying to capture this 1960s sound, and they're just bad at modernizing it? Are they even trying to modernize it? Look at a song like I Was a Teenager. The title automatically just makes me think of I Was a Teenage Anarchist by Against Me. Much better song, also about like your youth and how your perception changes when you get older. There should be statute of limitations from when you graduated high school to how long you have before you can't sing about being a teenager and being in high school anymore. It gets weird at a certain point. Not surprising they're on tour with Weezer. So for them at this stage in their career, when they have made what I would argue much more grown-up albums, why they are kind of going back and reminiscing on this time period. They aren't Blink-182, they've grown up as a band. I was a teenager, full of piss and vinegar, living like a prisoner for haters. I was a teenager. I am an alien visitor. My life's a mess and school is just for suckers. I'm sorry, this album is explicit, right? There's a parental advisory warning on it. How come in a song that starts out with the line, I don't want to freak you out, but I cannot lie, so who's holding the drugs? Who's holding the drugs? Why is the chorus so fucking tame? Look at Stella Corpses, look at the Creeps, Tiger Army. Look at these hot rod bands that have updated and modernized this old school aesthetic. When you're writing a Green Day album in 2019, why are you reflecting on school?
Like a prisoner for haters. Hey guys, what's up kids? I know what's going on. School.
It's this weird mixed messaging. And I say that goes back even to the album cover. They say that this album isn't political, that they're not trying to make a statement with it. They're just playing good old rock and roll. This is just a rock and roll album.
Admit that. Who does the covers? I think your covers are fabulous.
Artwork.
Oh, thank. I did the cover.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you do all the covers of all your albums?
No, only this one.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh, thanks.
Really good. He's
We love your art,
he's
baby.
an artist.
Oh,
Art
thank you.
is
Why are they conjuring up the American Idiot arm? It's literally the arm from American Idiot. They put a shitty drawn unicorn on it, puking on the arm. So are they saying like they're done with that part of their career? That was a fluke and everyone just wants them to make another American Idiot, but bleh, they're not gonna do it. Haha, we're trolling you. Then that makes me curious. What if they are trolling us? What if this entire album is a fucking joke? Now, there is a slight bit of credit to that line of thinking. This is their last album on Reprise Records. Their big major label jump when their contract's up, they'll just throw out an album because the record label is forcing them to put out an album and they don't want to do it anymore and they don't want to give any more money to this shitty record label. So is this album just a big last you trying to make something that's so unpleasant, something that is so un-Green Day that no one buys it? You put a dirty title on it, makes it harder to be marketed and sold.
Supposed to be a little bit more. The ... was supposed to be mother effer.
Right.
They made cover art that was very unappealing. It wouldn't sell shirts. It's their shortest album they've ever made, and they're not shy about saying that.
Record's 26 minutes long, which is
wow.
I think it's the shortest record we've ever made. I mean, even since like Dookie and Insomniac. So it's but it's just straight up rock and roll music.
Bare minimum album needs to be. If it was any shorter, it wouldn't be considered an LP and you wouldn't be able to sell it for full price. Now, absolutely none of this has been confirmed because you can't do that. You can be fucking sued. They have a contract. Makes kind of sense because Green Day is so much better than this album. The performance on it, especially from Billy Joel, seems almost ironic. He's taking on a persona, on an image of this flashy rock star. You look at the music videos, he's wearing like leopard blazers and like glitter. Mike Dirnt's wearing sunglasses and everything. Yeah, that's kind of who these guys were, and that makes sense. But another part of me says, like, I don't understand this at all. This isn't them. Don't know if that's intentional. Are they feeding into this image and trying to sink it, or is this genuinely what they want to do? If this is genuine, it's not good. If this is a joke, it's also not good. It's so tame in a lot of aspects, the joke gets lost. This record is so confusing and I don't know how to take it. But let's block all that shit out of our mind. Is it a fun record to listen to? It's alright on the first time. There's some like fun diversions in the album. Some of the songs have like a nice little groove to it. I don't like the processing on Billy Joel's vocals at all. It gets grating after a while and they're so distorted that I can't help but to feel like it's just a producer trying to hide the fact that he's not putting a lot of effort into his performance. Stab You in the Heart is literally using the guitar parts from a song from Dose called Fuck Time.
Oh baby, baby, it's fuck time. You know I really want you in my heart. I want to stab you in the heart.
Reusing the same guitar parts. Why? What are the songs that didn't make it on the album? Were they trying to make a better album, or were they trying to make a more like of a disastrous album? These were the only songs that could be salvaged in order to make a cohesive product to sell. Maybe I'm just reading way too into it. The songs aren't appealing. There are interesting moments, like Take the Money and Crawl is like dirty, very southern sounding. Oh yeah, has interesting production on it, and the production design is well implemented, but it does sound like there's too much going on. There's too much just repeated lines and repeated vocals, and like the vocals drop to like one ear and then they drop to the other. Graffitia is kind of weird because it feels like it's a very strong message and they're talking about important things. It's hard to take it serious because the 9 songs that preceded it are all like sleazy, drunken messes. I always had a problem with bands who put on this rock and roll fuck you aesthetic and then they write one serious song and they're like, oh no, but now you gotta take it seriously. This one's gonna get you in the feels. So am I gonna listen to this record in its entirety ever again? Probably not. If a song comes up from it, am I gonna turn it off? Maybe. If it's Father of All, I really don't like Father of All. I was a teenager, regardless of how bad the lyrics are. I think musically interesting sounds and merit in there. Here's the thing, I don't mind this record. I don't mind listening to it. It's just not what I want from Green Day. It might be a good record to write to, but it's only 26 minutes long, so as soon as you start spinning it, it's already over. Regardless if Father of All the Motherfuckers, if it's genuine or a joke, I personally did not gravitate towards it. I don't know what's going on, and I'm gonna be very interested to hear this story, to hear how they feel about this album down the line. Green Day, Father of All the Motherfuckers, gets a soft slam it from me. Get rid of all the bullshit and just make a good, clean record again. I don't know if we'll ever see that. This just might be the Green Day. Woo! Well, that was long-winded. Thank you for watching. I'm GreysonTodd. This has been my thoughts on Green Day's latest record. Have you listened to it? Do you like it? What did Anthony Fantano think of it? Please comment below. Remember, stay posy out there. Listen to some good shit. I'll see you guys soon. Toodles!
Give me a fucking break. 1 minute left. 1 minute fucking left. You're gonna give me fucking 1 minute? Look at that fucking sign right there.